season again, and yeah, it's going to be fantastic for the club. Another real string to the bow.
Newcastle get out to Park on the left-hand side. Feeds a neat little ball into the Boston United penalty area, and that looks like a penalty to me, is it? And it's been given. Yeah, it was a bit of a wild challenge on the forward run into the box. I think it was Bailey who was dragged down, and I don't think there's any doubt that that was a penalty for me.
No, forward Kieran Donnelly all the way back there trying to help his defence out. Well,
He, I think, is happy, and we'll see. They're going to take the lead in this match. Steps up right-footed and puts it past Jones, who went the right way. But Newcastle United's under-21s are ahead here.
An emphatic penalty, and the reaction in this main stand, particularly down at this end, says there is a fair few here supporting the Toon tonight. A confident penalty, well struck, no complaints about the decision, as we've said. And yeah, the young Toon side have just had that little bit more craft in midfield in this opening quarter hour, take the lead.
Yeah, it was a lovely through ball, wasn't it, from Park for the run for Bailey into the box that caused the problems. And that's they've done that. I think you mentioned that a couple of minutes before it happened. The box. Otherwise, they're pretty much all in the 6-yard box for this one at the moment. Ball is played to the edge of the area. Chance for the shot from distance. Keeper palms it away. Chance to finish it. And has that gone in? No, it's just hit the side netting and gone wide. Coyle with that shot. And in fact, it went wide, according to the referee, off a Newcastle player. So it's going to be another corner. But a nice idea for the Pilgrims that time. Caught out the Newcastle defence.
Yeah, and a good save from the goalkeeper. It had come through a crowd of bodies, and it was Lancashire that tried to prod it home, not able to do so, but according to the referee, at the expense of a corner. Break tonight, mate.
It is. Break. Into the penalty area, it's headed away, headed goalwards, and is forced away by the keeper at the cost of another corner.
Yeah, very instinctive again there. It was a shot from close range, but again through a crowd of bodies. The goalkeeper watched it well. Two strong hands, which we've seen on 3 occasions now, the cross and then the 2 saves in these last 2 corners. Two strong hands to the ball, and again another corner for Boston trying to make.
Boston showing a bit of patience, now firing it forward with Coyle, but it was a poor ball. And now Newcastle have a terrific chance to break, and Neve, the goal scorer, in acres of space to the edge of the penalty. Chance to make it 2. Still go forward, Neve, and that's a good finish. It's 2-0.
Very nice break from Neve, who celebrates with a firm knee slide in that far corner. As soon as Coyle missed the challenge in midfield, they were 2-on-1 down that attacking right. Just had to work it appropriately. They did set Neve through. He's clearly the threat in front of goal. He's added to his penalty with a fine finish there that the Pilgrims, through Jones and through Lancashire on the line, could do nothing to defend. And having scored just after the quarter hour, he's doubled it on the half.
Yeah. Looking at back to the halfway line, Boston needing something, you feel, before the break to give themselves some belief. Lovely little dummy. It's a cross from Grist into the area. Flicked header. Falls for Huula. Turns and shoots. Deflected. Chance on the edge of the area. And it's going to go past the post, and it remains 2-0 to Newcastle United's under-21s.
And Alex Lancashire, again the man it fell to. The second time tonight he's found himself with the ball at the right place at the right time, this time from the edge of the area, and a lot of shin involved as it flies wide of James Taylor's goal. As you said, the Pilgrims probably do need to find one before
he had quite a bit of space.
He was completely exposed, wasn't he? Lancashire not able to keep it out on the line. It went in off him, definitely already going in from Neve.
And it's with Park. Young South Korean, lovely feet from him. He's got a great run from Neve through the middle. This is for his hat-trick, steadies himself and finds his hat-trick. 3-0 Newcastle United under 21s. Too easy
again in the space of 40 minutes in this first half. Newcastle have got down the left, they've got down the right, and now they've gone straight through the middle, and Craig quite rightly acknowledges a first half hat-trick for Sean Neve this evening. Cool, calm and composed in front of goal, just picked his spot there. You could see what he was going to do. Stopping it's another thing, and poor Bobby Jones, who we just said had been completely exposed from the penalty spot.
And it's a right-footed delivery, and it's headed away. Chasing after that one to retrieve it. The Boston now looking for a cross from the right into the penalty area to the edge of the box. Boston looking to tee up a shot out to a bit of space for Frankie Maguire. Comes in on his right foot, shoots, and it's just great finish. What a response! So you'd imagine a rocket from the manager, and Boston have pulled one back here.
2-2 for Frankie Maguire. He had all sorts of space on this attacking left. Got the ball out, plunger speed, rode the one challenge that came across, and then finished drive from outside of the box. The goalkeeper, who's looked very impressive so far tonight, could do nothing about. The Pilgrims have one step back in this game and 42 minutes to make a couple more.
But he said a minimum required is effort, and I think that's probably something of what Graham Coughlin's probably said to his players at half-time. You know, the minimum I require is effort at heart and desire. Newcastle, though, coming forward this time. It looked offside, not given. Charles for Worcester inside the box, back on his left, still going forward, and there's an important challenge coming across to put the ball out of play from Connor Teal. But a lot better effort from Boston, and Newcastle complaining a bit to the referee, I think, about the challenges.
Well, it's a competitive game. The ball was loose in the box. Teal got in, and he's come on with the right attitude tonight. Clearly, he's got a bit going forward, and with the exception of that booking, which he was probably unlucky to pick up with Hansen there as well.
Oh, a header into the air. Chance for Boston to make it, another one back. Oh, it's a miss hit. I think it was Donnelly, was it? Making the run in the box, and you thought he'd worked the keeper, and he seems to have done himself an injury, if anything. I'm not sure it's a serious injury, but he's just holding his leg inside the penalty area, and Graham Coughlin sort of got his head slightly to one side.
No, and again, the manner could maybe be better than being 3-0 down at half-time, but in the grand scheme of things, and with 9 points already in this competition, Boston should be through if that was a priority for them, and that is going to be 3-1.
Yeah. It's a blast on the referee's whistle and brings this game to an end. And it really was a quality hat-trick for Newcastle United, for Sean Neal that got them 3-0 up at the break, with Seasung Park catching the eye. 9 minutes at half-time the Boston United players had with their manager Graham Coughlin. They were out, they were about it in the second half a lot more. They got one back, a lovely effort from Frankie Maguire, curled it over the keeper. But then after that, really, they didn't, in the end, hurt Newcastle that much more, and it's finished 3-1, and you can't argue with that scoreline. It feels a fair scoreline.